Hi, my name is Sinclair Schiller, and this is my flashlight redesign presentation. To start off, I wrote down our mission statement that was given to us. The premise is that we work for a flashlight manufacturing company, and we are losing market to a competitor. Our team has been tasked with understanding the other flashlight and finding a way to improve upon it for a variety of customers. To do this, I really needed to understand how the flashlight worked. To do this, I made an action function chart which step by step I wrote down the different actions that it took to use the piggy flashlight. I wrote down the questions I had about it, and then I wrote down the solutions and ideas that I had to improve upon that specific step. This really helped me not only understand the piggy flashlight, but also break down the specifics about what I can improve. Next, I needed to collect data from other people because if I'm going to be improving it for customers, I needed to know what other people thought of it. These are the questions my partner and I asked, and we ranked them by importance. The most important was, what do you dislike about it? It's very broad, but obviously we didn't want to be keeping anything in our design that wasn't liked in the first one. And as you go through all 9 of the questions we asked, you can see how each one ties directly back into the creative process. Whenever we were done with that, we wrote down the most common complaints and we came up with solid solutions for them. Number 1, it's difficult to hold. This is understandable because the piggy flashlight itself, it's very awkwardly shaped and the plastic is smooth. To combat this, we added grips, a paracord, and we made changes to the size. You can't change the batteries. This was pretty straightforward. We made the batteries changeable in ours. And it's too loud. While the noise for the piggy flashlight is very loud and distracting, for our flashlights, we actually chose to embrace the noise. Because of the animals we used in our design, the noise made a lot more sense. Next, we move on to the black box sketches. Black box is basically what I initially visualized as the inside of the flashlight. Obviously, there are problems with my original concept. The placement of the batteries, the gears, and the wires was pretty wrong in this original sketch, but there were also some things I got right, such as the way the lights work and the way that the lever mechanism catches on the toothed gear to lock it in place. After that, I actually disassembled the real thing with my partner, and we carefully cataloged each thing that we took apart. We drew a quick sketch, we titled it, and we detailed what it did, where it fit, and what its purpose was. This would help us later whenever we needed to draw our own technical design so that we knew what to include. This is where we get to the actual design part. So to help us know what changes we needed to make, we picked a target audience. In our case, we went with scouts and smaller children. This means that they would be spending a lot of time outdoors, and we needed to place emphasis on more specific things such as grip, brightness, durability, and size. At this point, we moved on to our individual concepts. These were my partner's C sketches. He went with an alligator, a flamingo, and a cow design. Each one is very detailed with a lot of new changes. I wanted to keep the sort of welcoming small creature aesthetic that the pig had. So I went with a redesigned pig, a raccoon, and a rabbit. And as you can see, I detailed both the internal and external design. Now we move on to our individual rough drafts. My partner, he went with his alligator design and kept a lot of the major changes that he made, such as a battery pack, a Swiss Army knife, a paracord handle, a sound box, and he used the top left foot as the lever. Because one thing that both of our designs had in common was that we wanted the lever to be a lot less awkward than it was on the pig. So we wanted it to fit in more with the animal. In my case, I went with the raccoon design. I thought that the rubber grips looked really great as stripes, and it helped fit with the animal itself. The tail acts as the crank. to generate mechanical energy. I included red light lenses because a lot of outdoorsmen use red lights. This is because they don't cause light pollution and they don't scare off animals. And obviously, they're interchangeable so that you can use white and red light depending on the situation. In my original design, I actually included a charging port instead of normal interchangeable batteries. And lastly, I kept the textured button detail from the original Piggy flashlight because I thought that it was very helpful in that it made it easy to slide the buttons back and forth with your thumb with only one hand. And then finally, we have our final product pitch. We both had really great designs, so we decided to keep both and use both the raccoon and the alligator. And these were the changes we made, such as brighter bulbs, interchangeable red light lenses, removable batteries, an added paracord to go onto your backpack or wrist, and rubber grips. These things help carrying it and they make it last longer and overall just improve the Piggy flashlight. As you can see, these are our final technical sketches. They are very detailed and they display both the internal and external mechanisms of our flashlight designs. Obviously, this project wasn't just about the engineering process, but also how it relates to real life and the real life markets, which is why pricing was a really big deal as well, because we need to stay in the same market as the Biggie flashlight, even with our changes. So the original Piggy flashlight, when bought in bulk, was $299, and the Bow ST Mini 9 LED portable silver torchlight was $350. We used this as a model because we decided we were using the same light bulb as this product, which we decided after our benchmark testing. All this plus the rubber grips and red light lenses, the total we decided on was $399, which we thought was very reasonable because of the improvements we made while still staying in the same market as the Piggy flashlight. With that, this is our final ad. We present to you the Swamp Critter flashlight collection, raccoon and alligator included. It's better than competing brands for $399, batteries not included. And I would like to thank you for your time. Thank you.